So in this video, I'm going to go through the grade 11 advanced short question 1 for semester 1. And the first question says the function g is defined by g is the modulus of x minus 2. And it says on the axis below, sketch the graph of y equals g of x. So this is the modulus, which means the positive. The first thing I'm going to do is find the x-intercept, where the graph cuts the x-axis. I know, of course, that the y-intercept is negative 2. So the y-intercept is negative 2, and the graph is going to cut at negative 2, which is there. The x-intercepts happen when y equals 0, so x minus 2 equals 0. I add the 2 to both sides, and therefore the x-intercept is 2, 0, so it cuts here. So I'm going to draw this. I mean, it's supposed to go from minus 5 when x is minus 5 to 10, and minus 5, substituting the values of x, minus 5 minus 2 is minus 7. So that is going to be, when x is minus 5, y is minus 7, which is there. And when x is 10, 10 minus 2 is 8. So when x is 10, y is 8, which is there. So I know that the graph, and it's good to do this in pencil because you're going to cut part of it out. That's my graph. So I'm plotting in the range that they have given me. You can always get your calculator, and you can go to your table function, and you can put your equation as x, so alpha x minus 2, and you press equal again, and you start from minus 5. That is your starting point. That is your end point. So from minus 5 to 10. And you can see it's minus 5, minus 7. If you go all the way down to 10, it will give you every single value, 10, 8. But I'm only plotting the x and y intercepts and the beginning and starting point. And when I join them up, it creates what I need. Now, the modulus means that everything that is below the x-axis is not needed, but it's going to be reflected in the x-axis. So this point here, which is negative 7, when reflected becomes a positive 7. And therefore, I am going to go from here to there. That's my modulus. And I am going to erase all of that. I don't need any of that. So that is my modulus function, from 7 to 2 and then back to 8. And then for this question, it says solve the equation g to the power 4 minus 18g squared plus 81 equals 0. This is a disguised quadratic because the 4 is double the 2. So I'm going to say let y equals g squared. Therefore, y squared is g squared squared, which is g to the power 4, which means I now have a y squared minus 18y plus 81 equals 0. Well, the factors of 81 that subtract to make 18 are minus 9 and minus 9. Negative 9 times negative 9 makes 81. Negative 9 plus negative 9 makes negative 18. So I now have y equals 9 for both. I don't need to write it twice. You may want to write it in the middle. So y equals a positive 9. But that's not the end. I need to find the value of g. Y equals g squared. So g squared equals 9. So to find the value of g, I need to find the square root of 9, knowing that when I square root, I always get two answers. So g is plus and minus 3. You can write it like this, or you can say g equals 3, comma, negative 3. And that is the end of the short questions. I've put two spaces, so you would need to put both answers there.